head hurts just thinking about it.
I couldn't live with myself.
I could almost nod off where I stand.
Precious little time.
I don't know what to do.
What am I to do?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit froberant ourselves. Or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melv.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
I'll have an early supper. I'll go and open the chest.
This makes me glad to be alive.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
Could have sworn I ought to attend. Perhaps I ought to learn a new skill.
Well met, sir. How much? Just one last push, and I'll be done for the day.
To be heading home.
Time to catch myself off on the talk around town to connect people. At least here I can let down my hair. Lots to be taken care of.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged, sir.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
It's do.
What to make of this?
This is generally used as a material. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Am I to give up? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Oh, this is no good.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
I must earn.
Here's hoping for a decent haul.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Tis quiet about. Good day to you.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive cast there as quickly as we may.
Mayhap 'tis time I laid down my tools, and I can't resist.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
What's more, we've not counted a thief among our number for some time.
be heading home.
Time to be heading home.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master. Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
'Tis done. Outstanding.
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
My bed calls and I shan't resist. It's been a hard day. I'm not too dead.
Time to be heading home.
Wish to sound, not merely please.
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
Let's get to work.
Would that I knew more of this world's structure.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
Could have sworn life to its source, what might I find?
I'm no cook.
I couldn't live with myself.
I'll sleep like a log.
Well met, sir.
I've little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure. Fancy a look at my wares?
What am I to do?
I am honoured to be called to your side, Arisen.